You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!
That was crazy.
But how you doing otherwise? You good?
I'm actually doing extremely good. Right now I've been working on, aside from like URL stuff, I've been working with Babs.
Prom night.
Prom night 2.
Prom night 2.
As you guys know, Prom night 1 was a huge success. And people we had to really sell the vision. So just so no confusion. So Prom night is a Babs Bunny presents. And then I got on board with her working like alongside her. So it's like, I'm her B, her right.
Babs Bunny in conjunction with Nunu Nellz?
In conjunction with,
okay.
Nunu Nellz. Not in conjunction with URL or, Queen of the Ring. That's pretty much her own thing. But I get when people see Babs, they see Queen of the Ring, they see me, they see URL. But this is something totally that she was working on by herself. She been wanting to do a prom event. So I'm like, I'm on board with you, whatever you need. Case in point, why? The first prom night was in Queens, where I'm from. It was right in my neighborhood. Shit, y'all, it was where I was supposed to get married. Life will come at you fast. But, so, yeah, the first prom night was in Queens, so I felt really good about that. Everyone came dressed, and it was for people that didn't get a chance to come to their prom and experience that. We all came dressed up. You was there. We got a good picture together.
I didn't go to no prom either, so it was dope for me to be there.
Yeah,
with all of y'all. It was super fire.
So good. Of course I left with a crown. That's what I do. But it was amazing. Now we're.
Could I say something about the first one? I was dressed better than Twerk, just for the record.
You was.
So I don't understand, other than somebody was telling me, yeah, we're not used to seeing Twerk like that. So people were like, okay, let's give it to Twerk because he looked so good.
You were,
Like, shout out to Twerk.
He copies everything you do.
Shout out to Twerk. That's a fact.
That's
a fact.
So
that's my little man's.
It was just really exciting to do it. Now we're going into Prom night 2, and I'm not gonna lie, I have seen, like when I see blogs and see people excitement, and I got a phone call from like Twerk and other people that are like, yo, why don't people know that it's you and Babs doing this? Like, it's like I don't exist. So a lot of times I'll focus on just getting the work done and not more so like the credit or what people think. But now I want my credit. I'm at the age, the stage in my life in battle rap, like the things that I do bring to the culture, like I want my credit for it. Like I want my credit. So, going into Prom night 2, like I'm on the phone getting people negotiating, like it's like
booking
really
the battles.
Like, well, Prom night 2 is a little different because there's some people that I don't have a rapport with at all. So I'll just say, let me step back for this one. You handle this one alone, kind of like that. So it just be all smooth sailing. But we're doing this together now. The prom night is going to be in Atlanta, so I just want to stand more in the front of something that I believe in,
right? And
make sure that I'm properly promoting it and letting y'all know, like, just two women coming together. For me, it's an honor to work with Babs. I watched her, and like just watching her growing up, and then getting to meet her, and she's so cool. Like she's really like a big sister. So I'm like honored to be a part of it. And she's making sure that I get the proper credit for it on the back end.
Shout out to Babs.
Yeah, things like that. So at first it was all over the place. We was gonna do another 2-on-2 style event. Months passed, and then we wound up changing. So just seeing everything, like, yeah, with URL, like we do that, but I'm not heavily involved in the matchmaking. I'll say, okay, this is something I particularly want to see,
right,
and that can happen. But as far as a full card, that's not something that I put together. So helping her put together a full card is just dope, and it's stressful.
Now you know what the leagues go through.
That's why Beasley ain't got no hair now. The shit is beyond stressful. But so some people don't want to be on cards because this person is on the card, or they'll agree and then they'll say they don't want to do it. It's so much that factors in. But this time around, we had a lot of people call and say,
want to be on it.
Prom night coming, we want to be a part of that.
Right.
And I think it's because we was able to capture the full experience, like capture the electric slide. You've seen people get their crown. So just everything, that we did with it is just
and in battle rap, there's so much negativity. There's so much bullshit that goes on when y'all did prom night. I'm like, this is so fire for battle rap. When we have the basketball tournaments, M3S3 does, Arse did one. Like that type of shit outside of the regular battles is what I love. I love that, you know, and prom night is probably top 5, you know, big things that happened in battle rap.
I feel like,
so prom night is the shit.
I would really say top 3. We know what we need to work on that was a little like time management, right? Time management, getting the battles out the way. Everybody needs to be on time, getting the battles out the way so we can really dance and have that
fun.
Moment.
To enjoy the prom night.
We didn't have a long moment of actually like dancing
that we did.
Around.
Right.
A moment of actually like sitting and eating, but
right.
people were eating, but actually sitting and eating and talk. So we want to make sure that y'all get the full experience. So this time,
nice.
we're gonna try to like.
Yeah,
we're going.
Then we need
to,
a Soul Train line this time.
Did we kind of do that a little bit?
No, you did. You set up the electric slide.
Happy.
So
everything factors in. DJ, play electric slide because now I know that's something everybody's gonna get up and dance to. So from that, hurry up, find a camera guy, and we caught that moment.
Right.
So Babs was like, "Thank you for catching that moment." So it's just being alert, being aware of things like that. But like I was saying, I just want to stand in more in front of the projects that I'm real hands-on with and things like that because it's important. Just for people to see like 2 women coming together. Because a lot of times people think that women can't come together, and that's
my head is fucked up right now. I'm sorry.
It's really far from the truth. Like it's so far from the truth that like y'all wouldn't even understand. So now taking notes from like Twerk really called me like, yo, what are you doing?
Right.
Like this is you're a big part of this event. You're a big aside from the respect I have for Babs. This is prom night 1. I locked in because you made a phone call. You know, the guys, they didn't really give no problems. And I won't say the girls gave any problems as well, but as far as my guys, like when I called them, we need you, Babs need you, like they definitely work with us on the price. Like they wanted to be a part of this experience. But yeah, so when y'all see prom night, thank you. Thank you for all the positive
feedback.
You.
But, and thank Babs. Shout out to both of y'all.
Yeah, and definitely still, shout out to URL, shout out to Queen of the Ring, because they are still helping with the lines of promotion. Like,
right.
You know, I'm making sure that I get the tweets out about prom night. I know I've seen Devo make some tweets about prom night as well, but it's very important for me. I'm not gonna fully speak for Babs, but let y'all know this is a Babs Bunny production. So when y'all love prom night, just know that this is fully her idea, fully what she's doing, kind of, you know, for self. Right. Everybody has their individual projects. Like Smack has URL, but he also has the Coke Smack that he's working on. So things are individual projects. So just for me, like I just, you know.
I'm there. I'm in the building.
Yeah, get a
Prom
ticket,
night 2.
Get a ticket.
September 28th.
These bills gotta get paid.
I already got a ticket. I already bought a ticket.
Bills gotta get paid.
I'm in the building.
Yeah, I'm very excited about it. Y'all gonna love the car, and I'm overly excited about Chirac. Chirac, we like I
just saw her in Massachusetts going.
She went crazy. She went crazy. So what was so interesting about that? Jerry West had a different opponent, and he was supposed to main event different opponent, and that opponent she had, you know, other things. So she told us right away though. So I'm not gonna say who, but she couldn't do the battle anymore. We wound up hitting up Chirac. I'm like, yo, Chirac, we gotta get her on the card some way somehow, and it just worked out.
And that's a good matchup.
It just worked out, and he's up there in name. She deserves, you know, a name. So it just worked out, and their promo has been elite. I don't know how that nigga got inside of a school. I gotta go check out the promo for this because he did his promo inside of a school.
It's Jerry West.
He makes it happen.
He makes it happen.
Yeah, so I'm not swiping cards to get into these places, but it happened. So she's somebody that I'm really excited about being on the card. You got Shuni and Danny Myers. It was so interesting because we had so many matchups in mind for Shuni. You see Shuni and Danny arguing, then you see Arsenal and Shuni arguing. I'm like, God damn.
Who do we
really
pick?
Wanted Shuni and Rock, but Shuni and Fetty and Rock and Caution they battled. So we didn't want them to feel like they're getting the same battle twice, kind of.
Got you.
So then as we, put pen to paper, I'm like, Shuni and Danny would be fire. And people like Danny.
I like Danny. It's my guy.
40 bars is bad.
Danny the Myers, as Smack would say.
Danny the Myers.
Danny the Myers.
So, and it's just good, like, because Queen of the Ring was the first event I was going to. So I'm, like, extremely familiar with the girls and their work. So it just...
That's where I met you at, Queen of the Ring.
It gets difficult because there's so many smaller platforms. Shout out to them. But you won't know that 40 battle pigeon-toed on Store Corner Battle League, and now we can't have the battle because it happened already.
Right.
Or 40, but you know what I'm saying? So it's just, that becomes a little, I can see how that becomes a headache, or 40 battle, okay, like we 40 battle Lux, right? You won't know. It's battles that's happening that you don't know. I don't want to call it money grabs, but, and now when it's time to book it,
it's not available.
It's not available because it happened already.
Yeah.
And even though maybe 145 people seen it, it's still something that happened, and they would have a problem if you try to rebook it.
Right.
So all of that, I'm just like, when Babs is like, yeah, let's do this battle, let's do this. I'm like, that kind of happened. That happened. She was like, what? When? I'm like, that battle happened. So it was kind of like difficult.
A little tricky, yeah.
A little tricky, but this time for the second, they believed in it because they witnessed the first one. People that wasn't a part of it. Rex wanted to be on it. Rex was Rex. They were like, why?
Rex pulled up to the last one.
He pulled up to the last one. Good, said he would have gave us a good price.
Yeah.
But it's not. I mean, I don't want to say there's not that many girls, but you don't want total slaughters. You want things.
You want good matches.
Yeah, you want good matches. Things that fans will be like, okay, it could be a 2-1. You get what I'm saying? Like it could be one of those situations. So I don't get long.
What's the date?
But the date is, oh Lord, 24th?
28th.
September 28th, Atlanta.
Where can they get tickets?
Listen, we go to KOD after the event.
Shout out to Nellz.
Shout out to Nellz. Make sure y'all come through. Y'all gonna be good. Y'all gonna have a good time. But just go to Babs Bunny, Brooklyn Babs on Instagram, on the Twitter. All the link will be there. It'll be on mine because the pay-per-view will be through Rap Grid.
Okay.
So you guys will be able to get the pay-per-view. It's at a very affordable price. Get it while it's low. But forget the pay-per-view. Just come through.
Come through, because it's about the experience.
Come through.
Watching it is one thing, but being there was different for me. So
yeah, it was. Yeah. And just seeing everybody dressed up.
Yes.
Like, some of these girls you ain't never seen in heels before.
You want to hear something?
Never catch me in heels.
I came with my regular clothes on. I had my suit in the car, right? Because I didn't know. I said, am I going to be there working or am I going to be there chilling? And I said, you know what? As I was inside, I was like, man, fuck that. I went back to my car, boom, 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 did my Superman move, came back in with the suit on. I know you lying.
Man. You would have felt out of place if you didn't come dressed up.
That's why I did it though.
Everybody's money is not where it needs to be. So if you don't have a suit or something, you could still come. You could still come through.
Got to, man.
But everybody got a pair of slacks. Everybody got a pair of button up. There's always a little freakum dress you got in your house already. It don't have to be a ball gown.
I might wear my shoes, my platform shoes with the fish in the bottom. I might wear those.
Coming pimp style.
I might wear those this time around.
All right,
I might wear them this time around.
I'm trying to give me a date. All right, I want to bring me a date.
You ain't gonna have a hard time getting a date.
Listen, look, they stole the last one, so that's why I listen.
You're gonna be all right. And if not, I'll escort you.
Thank you.
Worst case.
Need an escort.
You are now listening to 15 Minutes of Fame Radio.
Let's go!